married, things changed drastically. From not allowing to talk to friends, I wasn't allowed friends, I wasn't allowed to, even my family, I got literally alienated from my family. But I thank Jesus Christ and my sister, she never gave up on me. God bless her. I wasn't allowed, if I went anywhere out of the house, I would have to give him a time to come back. And if I wasn't back at that time, and even if I was like at the end of the road and I said, I'll be home in a minute, he would call me and say, you said 1 minute, where are you? So that was the kind of situation I was living in. I was not allowed to know anything about his life, work, post, nothing. I couldn't even open one letter that belonged to him or anything. On the other hand, I would have to say everything I did, who, what post, what, every little detail, if that makes sense. So I had to explain myself every single point. And sometimes during the conversation, if I said something that it did not sound right to his ear, he would interrogate me to know exactly everything about me, even if I wasn't going anywhere. Or if I said I spoke with a neighbor, what did you talk about? Why did you talk about? Things like that. Complete control. I was a woman. I absolutely knew nothing. Sorry about the noise. I live very close to a road. Basically, I didn't have enough brain to make a decision, so on and so forth. If I went out with him anywhere, I had to make sure I looked at the floor, because if I even raised my head to look at someone, I would be asked, are you inviting this person to go to bed with you? That kind of thing. Sorry, just take a deep breath.
God bless you.
Remember, thank you. Remember, I said I had 2 children from my first marriage. I had a son and a daughter. My daughter was 10 years old. Okay. And I didn't realize it, because unfortunately his control was in such a way that I was doing everything to keep peace in my house. Okay. But sometimes I would ask him, why did he was doing things like that? He goes, because that's what we're told, that's what Allah says, that's what, the Quran says we need to do, that women are not smart, women are not supposed to do this and things like that, okay? All of those conversations. Anywho, when I came later, I found out that all the time he had his eye on my daughter. He actually told me at one point that I was older than him. He came with a story of Hadija, exactly as everybody says, that she was older than him and all of that story. And I believed him and all of that. What he didn't tell me was about the story of little Aisha. I found out that for myself, because I wanted to understand more of the religion. I wanted to understand more what was going on, why he was doing things like that and all of that, because he wouldn't explain it to me. So I bought myself a book and I read it. And if I tell you that I got physically sick reading it, you would not start to even understand the physical sickness of it. He said that he married me because as I was older than him, so that he knew very well I had my daughter and things like that. Late, sorry, late, that anything would happen to me, we would have my daughter as a backup. in a way. I found out later through my child that she did not like the way he used to hug her. She did not like the way he used to always sit her on his lap and things like that. Some of the times I didn't witness it, so I wasn't aware. I'll tell you something. I did have a child with him. Oh, and by the way, they never accept the word no. Okay? If they are in the mood, you have to be in the mood. Don't matter what. Okay? No matter when, where you are, nothing. You have to be in the mood. And if you say no, mine unfortunately used to grab me by the legs to the bottom of my bed, and it didn't matter. Okay? So there is no word no to them. Women are not supposed to think. Women teachers, women doctors, women whatever, any woman should not have power. Okay? No woman is allowed to have power. But do you know there's a God that I believe so much in? Okay? Jesus Christ is my witness that every time he got a job, his supervisors, his superiors were women. Okay? They were women. Unfortunately, I would take the brunt of it. I would get treated like dirt at home because of that. Okay? So, I'm very sorry to say to you that everything in the Quran, they do say, they do it. And unfortunately, it is ingrained in them. Okay? And everything these lovely people here in this panel, these ladies, the men, everybody's telling you is the truth. I've read the books. I lived through it. I've done research. I've done research. I have nothing against people. Okay, it's what's ingrained in them. It's what they have been taught. That's what they've been brainwashed literally with. Okay, because like I said, my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, they were fantastic people. They took my children from my first marriage, and they loved them to bits. Okay, it's not the people, it's the teachings of someone who absolutely did not like women whatsoever. He used them, and he taught that to every other person that actually follows it. Okay, and I don't know if you are a Muslim or not, or if you're thinking about going in. I would say to you, don't just believe what people tell you. Read, do research. Okay, do research and think for yourself. Don't let other people think for you. Okay, do it for yourself, because once you let people think for you, you're stuck. I was lucky my sister never gave up on me, ever. My Lord, I thank God every day for her not giving up on me, because he alienated me from friends, from family, from everything. Okay, I couldn't talk to nobody. Oh, and by the way, when he says in there that you're allowed to, I don't know if I can say this word, to beat your wives, it is allowed, because he did do that to me. The only thing is, he only done it twice, because my eldest son turned 16 at one point, and he stopped him the second time. Okay, so he turned the other way of brain, you know, playing with my brain, playing with my feelings. I got to the point it was so bad, I wanted to unalive myself several times.